This is a simple recording to demonstrate how to restore N1MM configuration files. You would do this in case something hosed your configuration files. This can usually be told by indications from N1MM that things aren't working properly. Your list of recent files isn't showing up. You're told that your ham database isn't correct, that your station data isn't correct. There are a number of indications that may do this. I've even seen ones that say OneDrive may have interfered with settings, and indeed that's a possibility. But if your system was working properly and then suddenly got hosed, this is probably the solution that will work best for you. The first tool that you will need is the File Explorer. Most Windows systems have the File Explorer icon pinned to the taskbar, but in case you don't, and click that icon, but in case it isn't, just click the Windows icon, type File, F-I-L-E, and you'll get File Explorer. For you, it'll probably be the top entry. I have one called FileZilla, which is showing up first. Anyway, File Explorer brings up a File Explorer window. I'm going to make it full size. Okay, once this is running, yours may or may not appear like this depending upon your settings in view. Single click the view button, and this is the layout, the details layout. Some people have medium size icons, large icons, extra large icons, a list of all the resources. Medium icons is the one I tend to use the most. The next folder that we're going to be, or first folder we're going to be looking for is the Documents folder. So I'm going to double click the Documents folder. This should be arranged alphabetically. If it isn't, click the Name column, and notice that it says Name Up, Name Down. So I've got folders now at the top. Find the N1MM logger folder and double click it. And once you're inside with the details view, notice what we've got here is a bunch of files. The file that we're looking for is N1MM logger. Notice it says N1MM logger. Last updated on October 30th, but today is the 31st. That's because I haven't run N1MM logger today. But notice, in addition to N1MM logger, which says it's a configuration setting, there is also N1MM logger Friday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Those are sorted in alphabetical order. The trick for you is to say, look, there is something wrong with my N1MM logger file, so I am going to delete it, and I'm going to replace it with a N1MM logger backup file that was stored most recently, one that I know is working. For example, in Saul's case, I'm sure that his last CWT session was probably at after midnight, so it was very, very early Thursday morning. So his Thursday backup probably has, well, in my case it's October 26th. His is probably also October 26th. I would not choose a Sunday file or a Saturday file particularly, but I want to try and get one that was in good shape, or the last one that was known to be working okay. If the program was working okay on Friday morning contesting, great. If it was okay Saturday contesting, choose that one. But you don't want to choose the one that you got from today or yesterday, since yesterday was your problem. Now, the next problem that we're going to have to address here in doing these steps is, notice it says N1MM logger and N1MM logger any Friday, but there's no way to change this. It says here that this is a configuration setting file, but all the other ones are back files. But we can't actually see that. Now, one reason I had you come to the view session is what we want to do is turn on file name extensions. So when I click this box and then come back to those files that we were just looking at, notice now N1MM Logger's configuration settings now has an extension of INI. And all of these backup files have an extension of BAK. That's why it was saying it was a BAK file. When we had the extensions hidden, you couldn't see the BAK part. Now, the reason we need to be able to see it is we need to be able to change it. Step number 1. Find the configuration, the N1MM Logger ini file, right-click it, and choose Delete. Poof, it disappears. Fine. Now I'm going to go to N1MM Logger. Well, I can't use Saturday because that's last Saturday. How about Friday? Friday, October 28th, 2022. Okay, or Thursday. I'm not going to do Thursday because I'm not sure if I'd created my log yet, but I'm pretty sure I created my log file on Friday. So having deleted that file, N1MM Logger ini, notice N1MM Logger ini is already typed here for me. So all I need to do now is to right-click this file and choose Rename. Now, when I do that, notice that the N1MM Logger ini file is highlighted in blue, but not the BAK. What I need to do now is to put my cursor over the right side of the K and click it. That now allows me access to the extension. This BAK is called an extension. And the trick here is to back up all of these letters, or delete all of these letters, so that it just says N1MM Logger ini. And when I do that, I'm going to hit return. So I'm hitting the return key right now. And it says, if you change a file name's extension, the file might become unusable. Are you sure you want to change it? And the answer is yes. So I have now changed myself to the Friday version of the ini file. And that's all you need to do. You should now work. If you wish, you can go back and change the file name extensions back to hidden. My personal preference is to show file name extensions all the time. I'm closing the File Explorer, and now I'm running N1MM Logger. And up comes N1MM Logger running CQ Worldwide SSB as it was on Friday when I quit. Only on Friday I didn't have all these contacts. Now I've got 484 K points. That's it. K2XR signing clear.